Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back. In today's session, we're going to look at Google sign-in on the web. We've previously covered Google sign-in on the mobile app and per request. I'm doing this sign-in on the web based on some request. So let's get right into it. So we're going to have to go to our Google Cloud Console and create a new project, or you can use an existing one. We've gone through such setup already in our previous video. So this is my console application, and there are a few things that we can do here based on the package details. Okay, so let's go. So we are focusing on the web, so we come here, then let's click the web. Then you can see the documentation for the web. So all the integration processes are here. So if you go through this, you can get your cloud console application working. Okay. So with that, we will continue. So per the documentation, we have to add a meta tag within our HTML. Okay, so the index.html inside the web folder. Okay, so you add this tag, and make sure you get your client ID. Then you can now visit here in the content area. Then after that, make sure the packages are all available. What are the packages you're using? So these are mainly the packages we are using. These 3 packages. Okay, then after that, and get the code right. So we will start with, so this is the same code I use for the mobile sign-in. Okay, so I'll just refactor the letter. So I'll focus on the website. So in your main, you should have this. Okay, but you have to first initialize. So this gweb is coming from this instance, and we are getting this web from this package. Okay, so the Google sign-in web, I identify it as a web. Then we are getting a Google sign-in plugin from this package. Okay, so this is an instance. Whenever you are seeing gweb, it's an instance. So we are initializing our sign-in, okay, with the initial parameters. That is, we are having our client ID here, the same as what we have in the HTML. Okay, so that is for web. Then we come to our init state, and within the init state, we are going to listen to an event. Okay, we're going to listen to an event. So let me pause here and jump straight onto the UI. Okay, so let me show you this UI. Okay, so for the Google web sign in on the web, you use a custom a default button. Okay, default button. You can customize your button. So if you look at here, for website, there's a button within the package called random button. Sorry, I said render button. Okay, so this render button is what will give you access to this. This has been customized. Okay, if I remove this configuration here, then you will reload, and you can see this is the default one. Okay, so you can customize it as to how you want it. So now with this button, whenever you click on this button, okay, there's an event happening. Okay, there's an event happening. And for us to get our access token and ID token from this action, we will need to listen to the event. Okay, So now let's come back to our init state. Okay. So in the init state, as I said, we are listening to this event, okay, and we want to make sure the event that is currently happening is an authentication events signing, okay. So this is what we are interested in, authentication event signing. Now, when it is an authentication event signing, then we can ask for authorization, okay. So meaning the person clicks on the button and we identify it as a signing event. Okay, the person tried to sign it, so it's a signing event. Now we can now ask for authorization scopes. Okay, so with these scopes, this is basically what you need for the scopes. So we are getting the scopes here. That is the data or the part of the user's account you want to access. Okay, any data on the account that you want to access. So this is I have my scopes here. You can add as many as you want. So this currently I'm reading contacts, read only. Okay. Then after that, we have user ID. Okay, user ID. So this user ID is going to come from results. This is the result. And this result is coming from the, okay, we are in the, let me come. So let's use this event, right? I will get back to that result. So this event, when the person clicks on the button, okay, the Google sign-in button, we listen to the event. So we are tracking the event. And we've now noticed that the events inside this school this block, okay, or this scope, we are going to have it as an authentication event signing. So the event is an authentication event. So we are going to get a user from this event. If it is an authentication event signing, we should have a user and can have the ID of the user. Same applies to the email and prompt if unauthorized. Okay. So whenever you're on your page and the person hasn't authorized this groups, you have to be prompted. Okay. So the basic things. So we are getting an access token from this particular action. Okay, this particular action gives us the access token. Okay, then so this is the main sign in. Okay, the main sign in process to get your access token. Okay, now let's give it a try. Okay, let me first explain these patterns as well. So now after the event, after we've done those sign in, we've gotten our access token, we are also checking this event here. I'm trying to print something today. Sorry, to display something, some items. Okay, so let me first do a sign in. Okay, so I'm signed in. So the second one was for the token. Okay, the access to, sorry, the scoop authorization. Yeah. So I have my email here, sign in as this is the user display name, the email signed in. And now I have my ID token. Okay. So we had our access token from the side. Okay. We had our access token from the sign in process, clicking on the button. And once the person gives you the authorization scoop within the button, sorry, this is the event. Okay, this is the event we are accessing. here, down here. Okay, so this is the event you're accessing down here, and this event comes with the ID token. Okay, so after the whole process is done, getting your access token, we can now have access to our ID token, and we need this ID token to we need this access token ID token to talk to some of our platforms. Okay, our backends and other stuff. So this is basically how it is. Thank you for watching, and please do what you give a thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel to support me and to encourage me to give out more such content. See you in the next video.